Hi, hello, and welcome. We are here at Barnesville, Minnesota, Barnesville High School, inside of some basketball action today here on this Monday night. We thank you for joining us, tuning in from wherever you may be. I'm Eric Johnson here on Magnitude Sports alongside Mike Mason, and today we have ourselves a little JV action on our hands here, a matchup between the DGF Rebels, the visiting team, going to be taking on the Barnesville Trojans on their home court here. We've got a triple header going on our Magnitude station here today. We've got the C game going on in the other gym, broadcasting as well on Magnitude Sports if you want to tune into that. Right here we've got the JV game, and then coming up tonight we'll have the varsity game between these two teams as well. Should be a fun night of basketball here at Barnesville with 3 games on tap and 2 pretty good teams going at it here. And it looks like we're about ready for game time here as players are filing in back from the locker room, getting some final warm-ups in. Let's take a look at the clock. Less than 20 seconds remaining. And we should be in for a doozy here.
Yeah, and just an FYI to DGF fans, we are streaming the JV and varsity games on a simulcast to your DGF YouTube channel, but unfortunately we do not have the software upgrades that we need to send the freshman C squad game to Facebook or the DGF channel. So that one, the freshman game is exclusively on Magnitude's YouTube, while JV and varsity will be on our YouTube, our Facebook, our website, and the DGF YouTube as well.
Well, there you have it. There's a little update for you if you're looking for the C game. And as far as the JV game goes, it looks like we're about ready to get underway here.
We will take away that 58-point advantage for the Trojans there. Apologize.
Would have been quite the handicap there.
Yeah.
Ball out of bounds right there. Looks like it's going to be staying with Barnesville. Looked like it hit a Rebel on the way out.
Once again, I want to thank our sponsors, including Dean's Bulk Service in Barnesville, along with Midwest Bank in Barnesville as well, for making the freshman, JV, and the varsity games possible.
Zach Bredman with the corner 3 right there. Good start for the Trojans, 3-0 their lead. Bredman for 3 again, starting to heat up, 2 for 2 for him, and it's 6-0.
And give that assist to Tate Iniger, and that was a nice pass out into the corner, wide open. You kind of had that feeling that he was going to hit that one before it left his hand.
Absolutely fantastic shooter Bredman is.
We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back after this.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Barnesville. 6-0 your score. Trojans on top of those back-to-back 3-pointers from Zach Bredman. About ready to get underway here out of this timeout.
like he stepped on the line there, trying to cut across the paint on the baseline there, and his foot slid over the line.
Yeah, that baseline will definitely sneak up on you sometimes.
Once again, I remind you, you can follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's a shot on the way, grazed the front of the net. Subscribe on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Magnitude Sports. Click on the bell and select all, none, or some to help us get a little bit closer to wherever we're at right now. I think last time I looked, we were at like 8,000 subscribers, so I'm pretty pumped up about that and thankful for everybody who's subscribed to our channel and appreciates what we do here at Magnitude Sports. It's been a fun almost 4 years. This coming October will be 4 years. So.
Been quite the ride, I can imagine.
Oh, definitely. I've seen, as a matter of fact, I was watching one of your games. I can't remember which game it was. As a matter of fact, go ahead.
Nice take right there. That's Jack Sands. Looks like a little bit of a Euro step right there on that layup.
It was a girls' game in Barnesville, and I can't remember who they were playing. But the ball got stuck on the little support beam on top of the hoop there. Do you remember that one?
Yes, yeah.
And you said something to the effect of, I think I may have seen, we've had a lot of firsts here, and there's one first that I need to find a video clip of and send it to you.
Bredman again on the bucket. That's now 8 points for him on the night, and it's 8-2 for Barnesville. And the bank is open right there. Jack Sands yet again, so it's Bredman versus Sands right now. These two going back and forth.
There was a game that I did maybe I'm going to say 2 years ago. It was between Central Cass Squirrels and the Hillsborough Central Valley Burros. And the Squirrels were down by 1 point, and the guard for Central Cass drove into the paint, tried to lay it in off the glass, and the ball came to a dead stop on the back of the rim on a layup at the buzzer.
Wow.
Yeah. So a buzzer-beating layup at the end of the third quarter to give the Squirrels what would have been the lead had it gone in. It went into the books as a jump ball.
Man, just can't make that up.
I made the comment, man, how frustrating would that have been had that been the game-winning layup at the end of the fourth quarter?
Oh, my goodness. That would have been one they would have talked about for a long time.
Yeah, definitely. So that's probably my, I've seen a lot of firsts too, but that's probably the story that's melted into my memory, that's for sure.
Looks like it's going to be going the other way there. Referee pointing towards the Barnesville end. So it'll be Trojans basketball.
For Barnesville fans, we'll have your wrestling meet tomorrow here live on Magnitude Sports as well. So make sure you circle that. Jesse will have the commentary on the wrestling match, and I think I'll be here, but we're trying to juggle some people around because we got coverage of the EDC tournament. So I will be here unless I can juggle myself and somebody else to help Jesse out. So, but regardless, we'll have it for you on Magnitude tomorrow. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Oh, you're good. It's always a busy time around this time. A lot of tournaments going on, especially at the high school level. It's going to be Tate Inninger going to the line there, shooting two off that foul. And Can's home the first. And good on the second. So now Barnesville hitting double digits here early on in the first half. It's 10-5 your score. Trojans on top. And a charge taken right there too. We talk about a few times I've been in the gym. We've seen a lot of charges taken, especially from this Barnesville team. So hats off to these two Barnesville teams, both the Lady Trojans and the Trojans. Been seeing a lot of charges taken between them.
I'm not going to give away any secrets, but when I'm here setting up equipment, I see what they do in practice. So that is part of their practice routine. I'll just say that much and leave it at that.
Remember back a few years ago, back when I was still in high school at Davies, they had a program. I don't know if they still do this or not, but they used to give out free Blaze Pizza if you took a Trojan game. So it was a little incentive. Yeah, something that Coach Manson had them do. Interested to see if they still do that or not. And a nice take right there. How about Tate Inninger going to the basket again? So 2 free throws for him and 2 more points for him as well. Another foul called right there. Wyatt Suiter going to be going to the line. How about the ball movement on that possession right there? Pretty passing.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of Suiter this year, but I did see him the other day when I was here. I can't remember who they were playing. They were playing East Grand Forks. That's who they were playing. And Suiter had a pretty impressive junior varsity game against the Green Wave.
Wow, and last time I was here for the Barnesville boys, he got a little action in the varsity game too, and he was pretty impressive in that game too. I think he finished with around 8 points, got a lot of rebounds. I think he got a block shot in there too. So impressive stuff from Wyatt Suiter over this season.
Definitely, and let's see here. He's, I'm looking at the wrong roster. That's why I can't find him. He's a sophomore this year, so he'll be around for a couple years as well.
Absolutely, certainly something to look forward to for this Barnesville team. For the rebound right there. Looks like that was off of the hands of Carson Hagen. So check that. They are going to say it's Barnesville ball. Bit of a battle down low there. Nice steal right there by Bredman, getting it back off of his miss, taking it inside, and he got it to go. How about the game for Zach Bredman so far? Wow.
I think he has, unofficially, I think he has at least 12 of the 16 points for the Trojans. And I know we don't take stats in the JV game, but it's got to be at least 12, maybe 14.
Yeah, he's been very impressive scoring the basketball so far.
That's the type of move that your varsity coach wants to see, especially if he's looking at putting you on the varsity team either later in the season or next year, etc. Those are the type of moves that you can tell the difference on JV for the players that want it and the players that are just kind of playing.
Absolutely, and especially you take a look at this program, saying he stands at only 5'5", but certainly playing above his size there and not afraid at all to take it inside.
You think? I'm gonna double check my roster here, but 5'5". Oh, never mind. I was reading the wrong jersey number there for a moment, so I'll just pretend like I never said anything. Yeah, no, but like you're mentioning on that last trip down the floor there for Bredman, I mean, he just took it right to the left side of the hoop, and he got some elevation, and as you said, he's 5'5", but on that drive to the hoop, it looked like he was at least 5'11".
Yeah.
Just for the elevation that he got off the floor. Nice tip there by Johnny Robideau on the defensive side of the ball. Force a baseline inbounds pass here for the Rebels.
Yeah, those are the little things right there that can definitely add up over time. Nice hit on the 3-ball right there. I'm looking at my roster, and I don't see a number 30 for DGF actually on any level.
Yeah.
So I'll try my best to see if I can figure out who that is. But regardless, that's a nice 3-pointer right there, and that cuts into that lead a little bit. Now 16-8.
Well, the beauty with two of us here is if you want to take over the headset, I can go find out what number 30 is.
Absolutely, yeah.
But then you have to take over the camera, too.
Ball going out of bounds right there. Looks like it's going to be staying with the Rebels. Looks like we also have a substitution going to be Tate Inninger coming back into the game. He's put in some solid minutes so far for the Trojans. Count up, I believe, 4 points and an assist for him. And that's a three banged home right there. Jack Sands, there's that man again. So leading scorer for the Rebels strikes again. And now it's just a 5-point game here. Referee blowing that play dead. I believe he's going to be getting a travel called. So DGF going to get the ball back again, and they're starting to mount a little bit of a run right here. Tough shot, he puts it in. There's number 30 again.
And that is Mikhail Pearson. You'll find him as number 1 on your JV roster there.
Perfect.
So jersey number change there for Mikhail Pearson, who hit that shot and that previous 3 that we were curious about as well.
So count up 5 points for Pearson now. And take a look at the scoreboard. Just a 3-point game on our hands now. Looks like referee signaling a blocking foul on that one. It's going to be team foul number 2 on the Trojans. And it's going to be Jack Sands going to the line shooting 2. Got the first.
And he was just cool and smooth on that shot. It looks like he'd done that 100 times, you know, and no problem putting that one in.
Absolutely. I think a lot of coaches that I've heard from, definitely they stress routine on free throws. A lot of players too, you know, you see them do the same little ritual before every free throw. Just get that consistency. He's definitely got it there. Another nice tip right there by Pearson, making a play on the defensive end now.
If I was a coach, I would call that the pinball defense. Balls all over the place and being tipped around there in the paint. And
I talk about it sometimes being like a tip drill in football too. Just tip the ball around and hopefully it goes into one of your guys' hands.
Yeah, exactly. Well, a timeout on the floor, so we'll take a timeout as well, get a word from our sponsors, and be back in a moment. Dean's Bulk Service is your convenient stop on the way to the lake. Whether you're looking for snacks, drinks, fresh rolls, bait, ice, or a clean restroom, you are able to find it all inside our friendly facilities. The Barnesville and Save & See stores are proud to fly the Arco gasoline brand. Dean's Bulk Service also celebrates 50 years of great service of propane, fuel, oil, and lubricants. We are always ready to deliver. Dean's Bulk Service is a proud supporter of Trojan athletics and wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
Welcome back. Coming out of that timeout. Close game on our hands right here, 16-14 with Barnesville holding the lead. And about 4 minutes remaining here in this first half of basketball.
Nice rebound by Tate Iniger there to get the basket.
Yeah, that's definitely a coach's best friend right there. You definitely love seeing your team compete and hustle on the offensive boards, and Iniger doing exactly that and getting a bucket out of that as well.
I want to say hi to Abby Schreiber for helping us out with DGF name, even though I did go down to the coach and get it, or a fan or whoever it is. I just now got your message, so thank you very much for sending that message and helping us out with that there, Abby. That's the other thing I forgot to mention. If I do need help, I can just ask our viewers to help us out too.
Yeah.
Especially here on the Minnesota side. They're very friendly and we love that.
Minnesota nice. Ball going out of bounds right there. Looks like it's going to be off of Barnesville, so the Rebels going to take the basketball over.
Apparently some disagreement on who that went out on, but officials' call is the one that we got to go with. So
absolutely. Off the steal, taking it inside and drawing the foul. So I suppose if you're Barnesville, you might be saying ball don't lie right now. Getting that steal and getting to the basket. They're going to get 2 free throws coming up here. It's going to be Carson Hagen going to the line. .253 and counting here in this first half. Been a pretty fast first half, if I say so myself. And only a 4-point game on our hands here. And make that 5 after that free throw there from Hagen.
Turns out that Mikhail Pearson was actually just recently promoted to varsity, and that was the reason for the jersey change.
Oh, there you go. Good for him. As Wyatt Hulsa getting the layup there to go for DGF.
The only thing that didn't go right there was they didn't get a shot at the basket, but that passing was crisp up until that turnover along the baseline there.
Yeah, definitely a big play right there by Grant Anderson getting his hand in there, swatting it out.
And Pearson will battle Bredman there, and we'll get the ball going to the Rebels.
Loving the hustle and effort I'm seeing from these two teams so far. Seen a lot of tie-ups, a lot of great plays on defense. You can tell these two teams are just going all out, leaving it all out on the court tonight. Open 3 from the corner, and that one's in. Count up another bucket for Wyatt Hulsa, so he's starting to heat up a little bit.
2-point game. Couldn't ask for a better basketball game. And who said that CJV freshman 9A, 9B couldn't produce any good games? So,
well, I tell you, some of the most fun games I've called so far have actually been JV games. Definitely can see a lot of great basketball at this level.
And I absolutely do not disagree with you. I've been calling JV games for a little over 3 years now, and we've just, in the last year or so, started doing it on a regular basis. Prior to that, it was on more of a select games is the word I'm looking for. But no, I absolutely agree with you there, and that's a beautiful three-pointer from that far wing.
Carson Hagen with another bucket for him.
All of a sudden, that 2-point lead has turned into a 7-point lead here for Barnesville. Now they get the ball back, looking to extend the 6-0 run.
Walking foul going to be called right there as Inninger trying to take it to the hoop. And I believe the scoreboard actually says 24-19. Must have been an extra 2 points in there somewhere for DGF.
For Gail, who is watching on Facebook, we do have the C-Team game on. However, it is exclusively on YouTube. We don't have that one on our Facebook page, so we apologize for that.
Inninger getting 1 of 2 free throws to go there at the line as we are now under a minute remaining here in this first half. DGF getting a stop right there, forcing the travel. They're going to take the basketball over. 35.5 remaining for them. Looks to be maybe the last or second to last possession here in this first half coming up. That one trickles in. Count up 2 more points for Jack Sands, and he's been the top scorer, the go-to guy for DGF here in the first half. And let's see if Barnesville can get a nice shot off here before the buzzer. That one off the mark right there from Inninger, and a full court heave, just a bit short as the buzzer sounds. So that brings us to halftime. Your score here at Barnesville, 25-21. The home team, the Trojans, on top over the visiting Rebels. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be here for the Midwest Bank halftime show here on Magnitude Sports.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Dean's Bulk Service is your convenient stop on the way to the lake. Whether you're looking for snacks, drinks, fresh rolls, bait, ice, or a clean restroom, you are able to find it all inside our friendly facilities. The Barnesville and Save & Sea stores are proud to fly the Arco gasoline brand. Dean's Bulk Service also celebrates 50 years of great service of propane, fuel, oil, and lubricants. We are always ready to deliver. Dean's Bulk Service is a proud supporter of Trojan athletics and wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Davies working left to right. They set up and damn with the two-hand slam off the alley-oop. Give the assist to Cole Haynes.
Did you miss any part of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Magnitude's DVR feature puts instant replay instantly into your hands. Revisit a big player score, watch a delayed version of this game, and then click live at any time to return to the live broadcast. Now you don't have to miss the game-winning buzzer beater, your son's 79-yard touchdown run, or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Outside Satter. Step back three, number 12. He got it! 7 in the first half and 5 so far here in the second half.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back. It's halftime here, the junior varsity game, with Barnesville leading a close one here over the DGF Rebels by the score of 25-21. If you're looking for the C-Team game, it is exclusively on YouTube. It is not being streamed to Facebook, and it's not because we don't want to stream it to Facebook. It's just because the equipment we're using for the C-Team game does not have the ability to simulcast to Facebook, so we'd certainly appreciate it if you were to dig that one up. We did post the link to the C-Team game in a comment to the JV game video as on our Facebook page. Did I say too much there? If you were listening, would you be like, okay, I know where to go now?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Okay, just making sure. So, hey, you can check out our brand new website if you haven't done so yet there at msportsnet.com. Click under the stories button. You get all the latest news regarding North Dakota and Minnesota sports. The most recent news is we landed the EDC tournament coverage for the West Fargo Packers. So we'll have the West Fargo Packer games, win or lose, throughout the entire EDC tournament. And we are working to see if we can expand that coverage to some other teams. So right now, our sponsors for West Fargo have been very generous, and they want to see the Packers, and they're going to get the Packers thanks to their generous support. So once again, stories button gives you all the latest news for msportsnet.com. You can find us online at, we have actually a Magnitude SN. I need to change that. Is our brand new Twitter handle. We won Magnitude Sports, but some Twitter account that's been dormant for 8 years has that one. So, so anyways, we can also find us on Instagram, one word, Magnitude Sports, Facebook, and YouTube, and you can subscribe to the YouTube channel if you'd be so kind to do so. You can order the games on DVD as well at msportsnet.com/DVD. Just go there, fill out the boxes on the page, and we'll get that DVD out to you in 1 to 2 weeks. Take a look at our upcoming game schedule here. You can see tomorrow's a big day for us, as we'll have that West Fargo quarterfinal round matchup game against the Shanley Deacons. And then West Fargo, if they win, will play the winner of Valley City versus Grand Forks Red River. If they lose, they'll play the loser of Valley City and Grand Forks Red River on March 4th. Perham and Frazee, Eric, you're going to be at that game. I think that's your first trip to Perham. You looking forward to that? Or?
Absolutely.
I'm going to be texting you saying, what do you think? What do you think? So be ready to give me those answers. And then Barnesville, Minnewaska, and Otter Tail Central Wrestling Triangle right here at the gym we're at right now. Tomorrow on Magnitude Sports, and then the boys quarterfinal round for the West Fargo Packers against the number 10 seed Grand Forks Central Knights. If West Fargo wins, they'll play the winner of Fargo North and Fargo Davies. And if they lose, they'll play the loser of Fargo North and Fargo Davies on March 4th. And then we'll have March 6th coverage of the EDC tournament pending the outcomes of March 2nd and March 4th for you as well. Also, games on demand. Every game we've ever broadcasted is available under the archives button on our website. Simply go there, and this screen with a little less white, there we go, will be seen. You simply click watch next to the game that you want to watch again, and you can watch it 24/7 at your convenience. While we have a quick minute or so, let's take a look at the Heart of Lakes standings here for the Barnesville Trojans. We just have the Heart of Lakes standings, but Barnesville, the girls sitting at number 4 right now behind Pelican Rapids, Breckenridge, and Perham. On the boys' side, Barnesville sitting at number 3 behind Breckenridge and Perham. So if as long as Barnesville does not slip below number 4 in the standings for both the boys and the girls, then both the boys and the girls will host a section playoff game. And if they do, then we'll have those section playoff games for you live here on Magnitude Sports Media Network. Now, if they do fall below the number 4 spot, say to 5 or 6, not that we want them to, but if that scenario were to happen, then they would have a road game, and we would have to do some talking to see if we can get those games on Magnitude Sports for you or not. So we are working with Todd, the athletic director here at Barnesville High School, to make sure that we nail down the dates and keep track of what's happening so that we know when the matchups are happening. And as soon as we know what day and who the opponent is, we'll add it to our website. And you can always go to the schedule button on the homepage of msportsnet.com to get the most recent updated tournament schedule for both the North Dakota and the Minnesota side here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Well, that's going to wrap up halftime. Matter of fact, we don't have time to take a break, so we'll just keep it right here. And once again, your score, 25-21 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans. We'll have the varsity game coming up for you after the conclusion of the JV game as well. And as soon as the music's done playing, we'll turn up our crowd mic once again and get you some sounds of the game, and we'll get our clock set to 14 minutes here. And that'll be Barnesville basketball to start the second half.
Those back-to-back offensive boards right there from Tate Inninger. Nearly a third one right there.
And nearly a steal, too, but it resulted in a reach-in foul here, yep.
So there's your first foul here this second half. Going to be going against the Trojans. Neither team hitting the bonus here in the first half. Interesting note, in my experience here, doing some games, honestly not something I've seen too often where neither team has hit the bonus. So nice, clean game here. Referee's doing a good job of letting the boys play. And see where it takes us here in the second half as well. And a nice little turnaround fadeaway out of the post right there. Jack Sands yet again. Boy, he's been shooting the basketball really well so far today.
Can Bredman hit another one? You betcha.
Excellent shooting from the freshman.
Increases it to a 5-point advantage here with 12:25 and counting. Nice pass inside. That's Pearson. The basket will not count.
There you go. There's another charge right there. For those of you keeping track at home, that's now 2 charges taken from Barnesville so far today. They're going to reverse it, it looks like. So they're going to say a blocking foul, I believe, as referee saying 2 shots coming. Looked like he might have been in the restricted area there. And I believe it's going to be Pearson going to the line. So they do rule it a blocking foul officially. Now, team foul number 2 for Barnesville, and 2 shots coming up here for Mikhail Pearson.
Seems like it's been an eternity since we've seen a player with the basketball on the floor. over that one particular call there. So back to a 2-point game with the free throw.
Good hustle there from Pearson to save the ball and passing it inside. Good shot contest. So Barnesville able to hold on to the lead for right now. And how about that take inside? Another bucket for Zach Bredman. There he is again, just taking it inside, playing above his size. Boy, you can tell he really wants it today.
Yeah, definitely. He's really doing a great job.
Foul number 3 on the Trojans now. This one going to be leading an inbound on the near side. Looks like Rebels bringing a little bit of press right there, trying to get in the grill of the ball handler as he tries to get up to half court there. Get to stay with the Trojans. Nice little feed inside by Suiter off the steal, threading the needle there, getting it into Bredman. Bredman with good patience on the pump fake too. That's going to draw a foul. And he's going to be going to the line. First one up and good from Zach Bredman. Now a 5-point game on our hands here. And one more to come. Travel. It's like he's trying for that step back 3 there, and he just
took a little bit too much of a step back.
Always a fine line with those step backs. And definitely seem to call it a lot tighter in college and high school than they do in the NBA. They'll get you for that.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that. It's probably one of the reasons why I prefer high school and college over the NBA.
Agreed. Another offensive board for the Trojans right there, and they make good work of that one. That's 2 points up and in from Wyatt Suiter.
In fact, to further elaborate on that comment there, I've watched more Minnesota, North Dakota region, state, district, sectional championship games in the last 2 years than I've watched championship games in the NBA for the last decade. So.
Wow, there you go. Corner three, that one's up and good from Mikhail Pearson. So the newly promoted varsity player making good work of his time here on JV as well. Count up 3 more points for him, and you can hear a bit of a response from the bench right there. They're starting to get into it.
Well, the Rebels have kept this game close, but they've never really got it within, I think 2 points is, they got it within 2 points, but they've never been less than that. And every time they get within 3, 4, 5 points, Barnesville comes back and hits a bucket to put them up by 7 once again. So in this case, 6. So
yeah, you could kind of look at that as 2 ways if you're DGF. You could say, well, hey, we haven't been able to cross that line yet, sort of take that lead. They've been getting those runs, but at the same time, excellent job from DGF. Every time Barnesville does come back with a good response to their runs, they hang in there, they'll go on another run, and you get the feeling that with 9:14 left, they're just going to keep hanging around. The longer they hang around, the more likely it is that they're going to be able to claw their way back into this game here.
I can give you this update with 2.5 minutes to go in the C-team game. It is DGF 35 and Barnesville 28. That's with 2.5 to go in the freshman/C-team game.
Another close game in our hands going on over there as well. Seen some good basketball here in Barnesville High. Good job right there by Hagen to draw the contact on the drive. And it looks like he's going to be going to the line and shooting too.
Yeah, the defender, I believe it was Grant Anderson, was inside the restrictive circle shuffling his feet, and if he would have planted his feet, that would have been a foul on the free throw shooter instead of him.
Game of inches right there. Also worth noting that it is his 3rd personal, it looks like, if the scoreboard, serves me correct, as Hagen's 2nd free throw is up and in.
So back to a 2-possession game here with 8.5 to go in the second half. Nice feed down low and just a nice patience and getting that one in off the glass. Nicely done.
I've been really impressed by the patience of both these teams so far when you look at them going to work down low. You see a lot of times guys get the ball down low, they get really excited, they think easy bucket, and they just throw it up right away. But
yeah,
not even necessarily always having to be pump fakes, but just waiting for that defender to get them off balance a little bit. And a lot of times, worst case scenario, you're drawing a foul.
And I don't know who to credit more there, Wyatt Suiter or the official for not calling a travel.
Yeah.
Because it definitely wasn't a travel from my vantage point, but from other vantage points, it could have looked like a travel. So
I got to tip my cap to these referees. I think they've done a great job. They've controlled the game. They haven't just let anything fly, but look at 4 fouls and 3 fouls so far. I think they've done a great job with their calls. So hats off to this crew so far.
Second one's off the mark, and the offensive rebound up and in.
There's that man again, Tate Inninger. He has been a problem on the offensive glass all game long.
Update on the C-team game. It's now a 1-possession game, minute 14 to go, and DGF is hanging on to a 37-34 lead. 2 teams are in a timeout right now. We're in a timeout here, so we'll take a timeout as well. 3's a charm. Back in a moment.
your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back as we'll keep you updated on the C-Team game while we're still in a timeout here. Barnesville with a 3-point lead. They have an inbounds pass off the baseline, and it's stolen by Barnesville. And to the hoop, and he's going to be fouled. So Barnesville go to the free throw line, down 3 with about 1:07 or approximately remaining in the second half of that one, and some big free throws coming up for Barnesville in that C-Team game. As we have broken the timeout here.
That should be in for a great finish at that C-Team game.
And as soon as that one goes final, we will pass along that score to you. Once again, that is live exclusively on our YouTube channel. Free throw is good, 1 of 2. So now Barnesville down 2, and DGF has the ball, approaching a minute to play.
Foul going to be called right there. Looked like they tried to get a little handoff to Pearson and have him take it inside. It's going to be a blocking foul, I believe, called on Aaron Baker. So it's going to be foul number 5 now on Barnesville as DGF creeping towards that bonus. Remember, 7's the magic number here in high school. And the feed off the inbound. Looks like they're going to get a push called here. So we'll have take 2 on the inbound here for DGF. Nice defense right there. Wyatt Hulsa, active hands, getting the steal.
This is another timeout in the C-Team game. 37-35, DGF has the lead with 38.4 seconds remaining. And as I've been keeping my eyes on it, I believe it's going to be Rebel basketball coming out of the timeout that they're in the C-Team game right now.
Heads up play right there from Tate Inninger. That ball's bouncing around. A lot of times it's tough to tell who it's going off of, and natural instinct, I think, for most of these players is to try and dive and go get that ball, but you can see he put his hands up right there. Great restraint, and Trojans are going to be keeping the basketball. Suiter with the mid-ranger, 2 more points for him, and it's back to a 9-point game here. Barnesville out on top. Quick answer from the baseline, Wyatt Hulsa getting that one to roll in.
Barnesville's down 2 with 10 seconds to go, and the Trojans have the basketball in that C-team game, and now they just called a timeout.
Ball going to be going the other way over here. Back in the hands of DGF, and talk about that C-game situation over there. That's the stuff that you dream about as a kid, just shooting around the basketball in your driveway. Down 2, got a chance to either tie or win it here.
8.4 seconds officially as they are in a timeout, and a three-pointer there for DGF.
Wyatt Hulsa hitting yet again, so he's really starting to step it up here. Had a great first half and keeping it up in the second half, and once again, DGF back to chipping into that lead. Just a 4-point game here. Rebel basketball, you could really start to sense maybe a bit of a momentum shift here. You could hear the bench start to get a little bit into it too if the microphone picked it up. And want to talk about just the overall morale of these two teams right now. Definitely both of them feeling great with the way they played, and DGF really starting to inch away. Also in the bonus now too, so going to be shooting some 1-and-1s down the stretch here.
Well, missed shot by Barnesville, and a tangle up for the ball gives the jump ball possession arrow to DGF with a 2-point lead in the C-team game with about 2.3 seconds remaining. And that'll do it. DGF has won it 37-35 in the C-team game.
There you go. Sometimes it's just a matter of where that possession arrow is pointing. You want to talk about, I remember back when I first started watching basketball when I was really young, say age 9 or 10 or so, I asked my dad once, I was a little confused why people were so excited, the opposing team, if they'd get a jump ball, if the possession arrow wasn't going towards them. But as you can see right there, you just got to keep winning because you never know which way it's going to be pointed when you need it the most.
Exactly. Well, timeout here on the floor. Once again, your final in the C-team game. Barnesville falls 37-35 to the Dilworth Glyndon Felton Rebels. And here we're at 41-37, just inside 5 minutes to go. Back in a moment.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, welcome back. 41-37. I want to say hi to Nicole. You might want to grab your pen here, Eric, and make an adjustment on your roster. Number 11 is not Jack Sandness as it appears on your roster. It's actually Braden Stebleton. And once again, thank you, Nicole, for passing that along to us, and we are writing that into our roster now.
Absolutely. Thank you for keeping me accountable right there. So shout out Braden Stebleton. He's been having himself a great game so far here. Also like to welcome any of you that might be joining from the C-team game, as you might have heard right before that timeout, just going final there. DGF getting a close win in that one. And right on cue, Braden Stebleton getting a bucket. Now just a 2-point game.
I was about to say the exact same thing. Now it's a 2-point game. And a chance to tie it there. And as I was mentioning, they have that trouble getting into the getting within 2, and then Barnesville hits a shot down at the other end to extend it back. So
right on cue. It's almost like we're speaking it into existence here. Bredman with another 3, and I've lost count of how many 3s he's had, but I'd have to wager it's probably around 4 or 5 as Stebleton answers with a 3 of his own, and he's pumped up, and why not?
And the DGF fans getting behind Stebleton and the Rebels, and now they got a turnover with a chance to tie or take the lead. Well, we'll go to the free throw line. We'll see if they can get within 1 for the first time.
Man, how about this game? Looks like we're going to be 2 for 2 on games going down to the wire so far. Been in for a treat so far here, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, talked about it earlier on the game, that's now charge number 3 taken by Barnesville. I have to imagine their coaching staff is going to be very pleased with that number.
Well, we had one C-team game go to overtime last week, and we have 3 minutes to see if this one might have an extra session.
Nothing beats free basketball, that's for sure. Drawing the foul and going to be going to the line shooting 2 right there. That's going to be Wyatt Hulsa, and he's got a chance to tie the game up here from the charity stripe.
Nice. That's the first time the Rebels have been within 1 since the game was 2-0, and even then they weren't within 1. So.
And now it's tied. 44-44, 2 massive free throws right there from Hulsa.
Last tie came at 0-0, and that's not even officially a tie if you keep track of that stat.
Now just 2 minutes remaining in this game, a tie ball game here. And
one.
the bucket, and 1, exactly. Right on right there. And it's Wyatt Suiter answering Wyatt Hulsa. So lead quickly back in the hands of Barnesville. They've got a chance to make it a 3-point game here at the free throw line. And he converts. So a 3-point play right there for Wyatt Suiter. That's a big-time moment right there for the Trojans.
Nice little turnaround there. And you got to ask yourself, where's that possession arrow pointing? It's going to Barnesville.
There you go, and if history serves us correct, and I say history, very recent history from this C-team game, that might be something to watch as we go down the stretch here in this one.
Oh, and an unfortunate turnover there for Barnesville as now the Rebels have a chance to take the lead on a high percentage too. And probably going to talk that over right now in that timeout. Well, with that said, we'll take a timeout ourselves. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Dean's Bulk Service is your convenient stop on the way to the lake. Whether you're looking for snacks, drinks, fresh rolls, bait, ice, or a clean restroom, you are able to find it all inside our friendly facilities. The Barnesville and Save & See stores are proud to fly the Arco gasoline brand. Dean's Bulk Service also celebrates 50 years of great service of propane, fuel, oil, and lubricants. We are always ready to deliver. Dean's Bulk Service is a proud supporter of Trojan athletics and wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Barnesville High School. We've got a very close game on our hands here, 46-47. Barnesville leading, but DGF with the ball and just over a minute remaining. Strap in, ladies and gentlemen. We should be in for an exciting finish here. Referee going to get a foul called right there on DGF.
And that should be team foul number 7. I thought it was 7, but maybe it is 6.
I'm trying to remember. I think you might be right.
But apparently we're not right. So at least according to the scoreboard in the gym, we're not right. Yeah. Tell you this, that if DGF fouls one more, or check that if Barnesville falls one more time, DGF would be in the double bonus.
That could be massive.
Oh, wow, look at that.
How about the effort right there?
Yeah. Wow, I don't know if that hurt or if, I mean, that looked cool on video, but I wouldn't be the one to be.
Boy, if DGF goes on to win this game, go back to that play right there. That could be the difference maker in this one. And 2 big free throws coming up right here from Mikhail Pearson. One more to come and a chance to tie it here from the line. Comes Barnesville. You have to imagine a 3 might put this game out of reach right here, and a bucket would force DGF to get a 3 to tie it. On that foul, now, Barnesville going to be in the bonus, and some big free throws, free throw, potentially free throws, a 1-and-1 upcoming for Aaron Baker. Off the mark, but how about the rebound by Edinburgh? There's that man again on the offensive glass. So now he'll go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1, I believe.
I believe you're correct there, Eric. Looks like it was 2 shots. Okay, so I guess you're incorrect. But then that means I was also incorrect. So.
One more to come from here. And he got it. 2-point game with about 26 seconds remaining, 25.9 to be exact. I'll be really interested to see what the Rebels do here on this possession. And it looks like they're going to call a timeout, and that's probably a great call right there. Going to huddle it up and talk it out with 18.8 remaining. And we're going to take a quick break, get a quick word from our sponsor, and get you the remainder of this game here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back here. 18.8 remaining 2-point game. DGF with the ball. And Mike, I got to ask you, if you DGF right here, are you trying to go for the tie or the win?
I would say go for the tie. It's 18 seconds. If you miss the basket, there's enough time to get another possession, even if you have to foul to get it and maybe give up a point. But that's probably the direction I would go.
Well, they go for the lead right there, and they got it. Wyatt Suiter from the corner with ice in his veins. It's a 1-point game in favor of DGF. Their first lead of the game, and a timeout called on the floor. Wow. Funny enough, I was just about to say the exact same thing, but DGF making us eat our words a little bit right there. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, if you can make the free throw, go for it. But I guess it all depends on how much confidence you have in your shooters. We'll keep it right here for the conclusion of this one here, as Eric mentioned just a moment ago. 49-48, the first lead of the game here for the Rebels in the basketball contest. They've been tied on 4 or 5 occasions. They've been within 2, 3, 4 points. I believe Barnesville hasn't had a lead more than 7, if memory serves me correctly. Maybe 9, but at least 7 for sure. And it's been a single-digit contest, and the Rebels have been sticking around, and now they finally have the lead, and now it's going to be up to Barnesville. As we'll kind of take a peek at their huddle now and see what they're potentially drawing up there. We could almost zoom in on his board, but just in case one of the Rebel coaches is watching, I don't want to give away their secrets. So
definitely don't want a Spygate scandal on our hands here.
Yeah.
Boy, you gotta just serves to hear the cliche all the time. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and definitely the case right here. DGF just been hanging in all game long, and at the end of the day, the only time when you're leading that matters is when the final whistle blows. Let's see who leads here when that final whistle blows.
Well, you know, you get to Bredman, who has the ball now, and he's been hitting the 3 all game long, and he doesn't get one there.
And I'll do it. The whistle sounds, and how about that? Classic game on our hands right here. DGF with a gutty road win. 49-48 your final. How about Wyatt Suiter hitting a 3 from the corner at the very end?
8 seconds. It took all but 8 seconds of the game for you to get the lead, and that's the only lead that mattered in this one. So,
man.
Wow. Let's see if the varsity game can live up to the bar that's been set by the JV game. We're gonna wrap up this broadcast, and then we'll get things reset for the varsity game. We'll start a new stream for the varsity game for our DGF fans who may not be familiar with how we work things here on Magnitude Sports. And we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes with that varsity broadcast live for you here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.